Hello and welcome to Geek Church, the internet's favorite Sunday night game. Is that what I said? Gaming church? I don't know. I gotta work on the intro. So, we are gonna get started here with a little show. I always want to make sure this is recording or streaming, because right now on Twitch it's just showing like my face all frozen. So I was having some problems earlier tonight. I was planning tonight to just be one long stream. I was having some issues with it. So I'm not multi-streaming right now. I'm just going to Twitch. And hopefully that fixes the problem. But I don't know if this is my Twitch app. I'm going to check the website and see. Because the last thing I want to do is start talking and then not to actually be doing anything, because that would stink. And that'd be kind of like a waste of all of our time. So let's see what's up in here. I don't know if it's just the app. So sorry guys. Like I said, I want to make sure I'm actually coming to you guys and it's working. Because, yeah, it kind of looks frozen. Hi. I don't know what's up with this. There's a problem with trying to do everything yourself. So I don't have anyone behind the camera and running the thing to make sure it's all good. So, but we'll get it working. We'll get it figured out. But it definitely says I'm live. And I just can't, play it back on Twitch to actually make sure it's live. But what I should be able to do is I should be able to pull up a browser really quick just to double check. So I apologize for you YouTubians. I was having some bandwidth issues, I'm assuming, and so I'm just going to Twitch Live, and then I will, when I'm done, I'll post this to go over to YouTube. So unfortunately, you won't see it live, and that's a bummer. But I'll try to figure that out and make sure it's working and whatnot. So, all right, cool. We are working. We having some buffering issues. But other than that, we seem to be there. We seem to be live. So let's go ahead and get started. Okay, so a little bit of backstory. I guess I should center myself up. So with Geek Church has been around for a while. It's not something that we just started, right away. So we brought back because of the network stuff. So our church, if you don't know, I'm a youth pastor, and our church has an online network, and we have lots of different shows. And last season, so we've done a season already, I had a show called Youth Factor, and we still have that show, though I've mostly turned it over to some students who are on our kind of like our youth media team. And they are going to be taking that show over a little bit. And that's going to free me up to bring back and work on Geek Church. And it started off with my intern Jeff and I back in Paradise, California, and it was a way to connect with students. We did a lot of video game type stuff, actually not video game, we did a lot of comic book stuff is what I'm trying to say. And so we would go out and read a comic book, like a graphic novel, or we would watch like a superhero movie or something like that, an animated one, because there wasn't as many. It was before the first Thor movie came out, so there's only, I think, like 2 Iron Mans at the time. And then we would come back and discuss it. And it would be something, we would come back and we'd talk about it. We'd talk about the moral implications, all that kind of stuff, right? So that's how the channel started. It was us just doing these, like the first half would be like a comic book review, and the second half would be us talking about like what was going on in the comic from like a biblical worldview. And it's kind of evolved over, time. Like we did that. We did a bunch of other stuff. We did a bunch of list episodes, which were super popular, where we take like, each of us would do like our top 10 most powerful heroes, or, top 10 most powerful villains, that kind of thing. And we had some fun stuff with it. Towards the end, we were interviewing comic book creators, and that was a lot of fun. But with us coming back, we're going to be focusing heavily on streaming. And just so you know, kind of the schedule. So Monday through Thursday at 9:15, I'm going live with the Soap Show, and what that is I'm going through a soap devotional, and I'm walking us through just basically just doing a daily devotion together off of whatever that day's proverb is. And then Thursdays, throughout the week, I'll do just casual streams as well. No particular schedule, just Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Friday, Saturday, just if I feel like it, if I have time to jump on and do that. Those are casual. I'm not setting up all the equipment, so there's no face cam. It's just me streaming right through the PlayStation. So it's just me playing the games and then, audio through the headset. Super chill, just a way to hang out. Thursdays, more often than not, like 90% of the time on Thursdays, so we have youth on Thursdays, I will be coming home and around 10:30, because we sometimes don't get out of there until 9:30. So I come home, I need a little bit of time to get the kids to bed, get them down, kind of sit and, debrief with my wife a little bit, because it's a busy day. I'll jump on for about an hour or so on there, and we can just kind of chat about stuff that went, happened to youth, the message, whatever, and just kind of play some games and whatnot. Sunday nights is going to be like our flagship, and tonight was the first one, and we've had a few hurdles to get over, but we're here and we're doing it, so it's good. And that's going to be, Sunday night is going to be Geek Church Live, and it's going to start off with like an hour of playing a game, and I'm going to go to a little bit of intermission. I'll come back. Today I had to actually cancel the stream because I was having so many issues with it, but I think all that worked out. Then we'll come back. I'm bringing back another Geek Church show called Wordy. And we're going to jump into Wordy in just a minute. And Wordy's a lot of fun. Wordy started off back when I was in Virginia, and it started off as a daily random scripture show. And I had to stop doing it daily because it put me in the hospital, like literally, because I was getting up every morning at 4 a.m. because I had to leave my house around 6:30. I was teaching at the time at the church I was working at. So I would have to be there because the two ladies I worked with kind of lazy and didn't want to get up in the mornings, and so I had to open every single morning. It was supposed to be like a back and forth thing, but then they kind of realized that like I would do it, and in hindsight kind of took advantage of me a little bit, but whatever. I didn't care because I like getting there early in the mornings. So I was the opener, and I had to get there like an hour before school started, which was kind of weird, but whatever. I got there an hour before school started and opened up the building, and so I had to do this ahead of time. So what I do is I get up at 4 in the morning. It was literally a random scripture show. So I had I had an app that would pull up, and this wasn't like verse of the day scriptures. These were like complete random scriptures where it would just pull out. And so a lot of times, and I had it to where I could skip twice, because if it was like literally just something like, because there's some weird scriptures in the Bible out of context. There's some weird scriptures in the Bible in context. And so I would have 2 skips available. But the problem is I was really reluctant to ever use that second. I used the first skip quite a bit, but I was reluctant to use that second skip because that meant I got stuck with whatever that third verse was. There's no way out of it. And what I do is I would pull up that random scripture. I would basically go off the fly. Like, maybe I have no knowledge about this. I would do my best to give a short devotion off of it. Then I would go and actually read some commentaries and study the scripture, and then come back and basically be like, how I did. Like, yeah, I pretty much had that spot on. Here's maybe something to add. Or I'd be like, yeah, don't listen to anything I said. That was complete heresy. Like, that was bad. So I did that for a while, and that was fun. But you could see kind of like the issue with it there is like, going in totally unprepared. So then it switched over, and it was more of a vlog style. So what I did is I had a scripture, and I basically vlogged throughout that day, incorporating that scripture and talking about it. And that was a lot of fun. But then I kind of dropped that, and the vlog went back, because the vlog started off on Youth Factor, came over, became like this new Wordy thing, and then eventually went back over to Youth Factor. And then I just haven't really done a lot with Geek Churches. So bring it back. I want to bring Wordy back, but it's almost going to be like if you guys search, what was the name of it? Anyways, the guy I follow, he has a business show. His name is, he has a few things, but his name is Gary Vee. He started off doing this wine show because he started off as working for his dad's wine company, and he had, I can't think of the name. It was the Thunder Show, but I can't think if there's another name, but it was Wine Library TV. And he just, every week, he would take like 3 wines, and he would taste them, do the whole wine tasting thing. Like, I don't drink, so I don't really know how that works, but he'd do that whole wine tasting thing. He was a big Jets fan, so he talked about that a lot. And then he did this, like, 15-minute show or whatever. That's going to be kind of the format for these. Is I'm going to come on live with you guys. I'm going to, after the first hour of gaming, we're going to just discuss some scriptures, kind of like how he is discussing, like he'd go through these wines. And what I'm doing is it's actually going to go back to the Geek Church roots, and I'm going to have a comic that I read that week, and I'm going to go through that. So the first part is going to kind of be like my review of that comic, and then I'm going to jump into a devotional based on something that happened in that comic. So that's how we're going to do it. So we're going to get started with that, and I'm going to act like we're starting from fresh, because I actually am going to use it, because then I'm going to take just the wordy part and throw that over on YouTube and use it on our other channels and everything. So we're going to get started with wordy. You guys ready? You guys see a little bit of the behind the scenes. I think next week I'll actually just jump right into it. Well, I'll have, I think the idea is I'll have that first hour of gaming, I'll go to intermission, then I'll have an intro for wordy, and then boom, I'll jump right in. So here we go. You ready? All right, welcome guys to Wordy, the internet's favorite scripture show. But hey, first guys, for anything Geek Church related, we got to start this off right, okay? Right? We know we have a tradition here at Geek Church. So got a drink. Here we go. Ready? There we go. Got to start off the show the same way we've been doing it since 2010. That's good. Now we can get started. Okay, so today's comic, or this week's comic, is going to be, it's kind of a weird one, guys. I don't know why I picked this one, to be honest. I honestly have no clue, and I think the reason I picked it is because it was a standoff comic. And so I didn't have a lot of time to read it and prepare, because I came up with this idea of bringing Wordy back a little late in the week. And I was like, you know what, I'll go into some of these other ones. I was like, just to give you an idea of some stuff coming up, I had like Batman Outsiders, some Green Lantern stuff. For right now, it's going to all be DC, because I have to rant here a little bit. I'm kind of irritated with Marvel because their app is not working. So I've had the DC app for a long time, because I watch all the shows on there, and I've been trying to finish off season 2 of Teen Titans, which is great. It's not the best, so if you're younger, get parental approval, because it's a little mature for a comic book show. But I grew up with Young Justice, and it's kind of has that feel, but it also has some of the baggage of like the Teen Titans. They were a little more serious, so I'm enjoying it. And I'm like, I got to finish Swamp Thing. I started that forever ago. I'm on season 2 of, do not watch this show, but I'm on season 2 of, Doom Patrol. Don't watch that one if you're not an adult, because it's weird and not the most appropriate. I don't know why I'm watching it. No, because I like it. So yeah. And so I have had this DC app, right? I haven't had the Marvel app in a while, because it's only comics. So I went to sign up for it. I subscribed, and it's not working. And I've emailed them like 4 times. I've even gone into the app, the reviews, left a terrible review with a 1 star, trying to get them to respond to me, and I cannot get them to respond to me. So as of right now, I paid for this stupid Marvel app, and I can't read any of the comics. So until I can get this resolved, we're going to be using all DC comics, which is kind of nice because it balances out the fact that we're playing Avengers right now. So as long as I can get this resolved before I finish this Avengers game, I think it's a nice balance between, so it's not all like Avengers game, Marvel, it's a little bit of a balance between them. So I picked out this comic. Kind of regret that I did, because it was pretty much terrible. And like I said, the reason I picked it was because it's supposed to be a one-off, but then it shows like it's actually supposed to be part 1 of 2, but the DC app only has the first one on here. They don't have the second one, so then it's like this cliffhanger. So I do apologize. I picked a really terrible comic for this week, but it's going to get us into a pretty good topic. So it's Legion of Superheroes Millennium. And it's basically, and I'll throw some graphics on the screen for the replay. If you're watching this live, sorry, I didn't have time to prepare and get graphics and stuff going. So it starts off, and it's this girl. Her name, she has two personalities, and it's like Rose and Thorn, I think. I think the other one's Rose. But yeah, so basically one is like a normal person, and this other is like a supervillain. So it shows her fighting off against Superman. Currently, this whole thing is like her going through time, and because she's immortal. And so it's supposed to connect all these different like DC. It's a cool concept, all these DC timelines together. So it starts off with her telling the story. It cuts back to her fighting Superman in like the modern day. She's talking to a elderly Supergirl who seems to be the president of the world or the ruler of the world or whatever, but it's like Madam Supergirl. Like I said, it's a much older Supergirl, which is interesting because we're used to seeing Supergirl as like early 20s, basically teenager, early 20s, as a very young character. And so we see her on here as a much older, elderly Supergirl who's kind of, they talk about like the pharmaceutical companies. This is how it all started, is the world seems to be getting close to like perfection. And most pharmaceutical, like the industry of pharmaceuticals has almost gone away because they've been able to like, I guess, just eliminate most disease. And so the company, because the pharmaceutical companies are dying off, the company that makes the medicine that deals with her bipolar disorder or multiple personality disorder, I don't know exactly which one she has, I guess multiple personality disorder, they stopped making her medication because they've basically been able to cure what she has from birth. And there's no one really alive anymore who wouldn't have been from that, but because she's immortal, she doesn't have the cure. So she's like, oh, I haven't, my evil villain, whatever alter ego of Thorn hasn't come out in years. And so she's going to be mad. So it kind of starts off with that. It shows her just being like a super awesome villain and fighting and whatnot. And she's all worried. But then it cuts to, in this story, it just jumps around. And also another thing I don't like about it is I don't like when comics, back when I used to buy and really read comics, I never liked it when the art changed partway through the book. And I guess it's a thing, but this one has like 6 artists on it. Like, of course, one is Jim Lee, and that's always going to get my attention. But just the artwork just seems to change every time the story changes, and I'm not a fan. There seems to be no continuity in the way she looks other than the fact that she's a girl with red hair. And there's not really even that much continuity in her because she has 2 personalities. So then it goes from like, what I'm guessing is way in the future. I don't know. And then it goes into like the Batman Beyond timeline with Terry McGinnis. And she's like just killing these other bad guys. And she's just kind of psycho. Terry McGinnis, Batman, shows up. She fights with him. She captures him. And she's like basically trying to deal with her immortality. And she's like, well, maybe he's the same Batman. And maybe he's immortal and he can give me some answers. And it's not. So she kind of like flirts with him a little bit. And then she like leaves. And then it cuts again, I don't recommend this comic, to, I recognize this dude, but I can't think of his name. It's this way in the future, like Superman, I guess, is dead. They have his costume. It's this whole thing. She ends up stealing the costume, cuts this one dude's head off. That was kind of graphic. That one didn't make a ton of sense. And then it goes again, and then now she's back to being, I think it's Rose, like the normal personality. And she goes into like an airport, and this is like way in the future, and she's freaking out at this guy, and he's just like thinks it's cute or whatever. And then like the science police show up, they chase her, and then it says like next stop Legion. But again, the app didn't actually have the next comic, so I didn't like it. It was terrible, actually. And again, I just then at that point I picked it because I was running short on time. And then once I got through it, I was like, well, now I don't have time to go start over with another one. So this is where we are. This is what we have for today, guys. Not every comic is going to be a banger. Kind of sucks that we start off on such a crazy one for our first episode, but here we are. So let's jump into it. Let's get a drink first. We're going to need it for this. All right. So the overlying theme of this, I guess we could have gone with like the personality stuff, but the overall thing is she's struggling because she's immortal, right? And so she's struggling with like kind of like the meaning of it all. And she's searching, and she's just like, towards the end, I made a comment about how she's kind of having a breakdown. And it's this idea that she's been alive for so long, and she just can't come to grips with it. And it seems like a waste because she's immortal, but she's basically used her immortality to try to figure out how to deal with being immortal. So I'm like, man, if you're gonna be immortal, like think of all the great things you could do if you had, even 1,000-year life. All the things you can accomplish, having 10 times the average lifespan, and it just seemed like such a waste. And so my first thought went to like the whole Ecclesiastes, like vanity of vanities. But then I was like, I'm not equipped to get. I don't have enough time to study. I study that. That's a heavy book right there to get into. And so I started looking at some more, and it started making me think about this idea of worldliness versus like godliness or righteousness, right? And so we have her essentially just trying to figure herself out. Very much reminded me of Solomon, how he's just trying everything, right? He's like, he tried sex, he tried alcohol, he tried parties, he tried God, he tried everything, wealth, all of it. And that's where he got to his whole like vanity of vanity things, everything's meaningless type thing. And it gives us the whole verse about like, we're like a blade of grass, that whole thing, just a vapor. And I feel like that sometimes can be, especially if, in your teen years, you can get caught in this kind of, just how this girl, Rose, was like running through the generations, trying to figure out and make a sense of all this. We can do the same thing. And then we get our eyes set on these external worldly issues, and it gets us off track. So, right, if we're professing to be a Christian, there's a certain things that can be assumed by that, but what happens is we get our eyes off of the cross, off of Christ, and we start, just like how she was running around looking for meaning in all of it, we start looking for meaning in other things, whether it be in our friends, whether it be in happiness. That's a big one. Right now it's really popular, even more than happiness, but this whole like, I have to do what's right for me. I have to make sure I'm good before I can worry about anyone else. And there is a truth to that. But at the same time, imagine if all of our heroes of World War II were like, I'm all about helping America, but really I have to center myself first. And I have to be good with myself first. Like, we wouldn't be a country. We would have been taken over by the Germans, right? And the axis of evil. If we had been so concerned with like, oh, everything's about me, everything's so self-centered. And I feel like we've gotten to like, even Christians, like I scroll through Facebook and the majority of Christian posts is this whole idea of like, me first. I need to focus on me. And we've lost this idea of sacrifice or even just righteousness, right? So this idea of like the cross first, like I'm going to daily pick up my cross. I'm going to deny myself. The average Christian nowadays has no concept for what it means to deny yourself, right? And so many, I deal with students, right? And so many of the answers of like, I'm depressed, I'm sad, I'm lonely, I keep having relationship issues. So many of these things come back to the fact of you're just running from one thing to another. Just like Rose in this story kept running from generation to generation looking for something. The one she went to Supergirl, Madam Supergirl, thinking that she's going to help her. She's going to have some sort of answer. And then she goes to Batman thinking, well, maybe Batman's immortal. Maybe Batman has the answer. That didn't work. And then another generation, she runs to, she's like, oh, there's the legend of Superman's suit. Let me go get Superman's suit, and maybe that's going to make me whole. And that didn't work. And by the end of it, she's crazy and she's melted down. And sometimes you guys come to me and you're the emotional equivalent of that, where you're like broken down. You're like crazy, not literally that you're crazy, but it's like and you're just so consumed. And it's like my problem. And I'm like, okay, so have you been reading your word? Have you been? No, I can't even do that because my problem. And it's like, okay, back up. No, my problem. And it's like, okay, so we're not following what Scripture says. We're not obeying what the gospel says. And we're not doing anything we're supposed to be doing. And then we're like, oh, that doesn't work. I'm having this problem. And it's like, okay, it's not that it doesn't work. It's like telling a doctor, I've been unhealthy. I eat Twinkies all day long. I'm drinking diet soda. I'm a total unhealthy diet. Sit on the couch all day long. Okay, now I have cancer. And it's like stage 4 cancer. And I'm going to now come to you and tell you, oh, healthy eating and stuff doesn't work because I've been doing it for the last, 2 days and it's not taking care of my cancer or my diabetes or whatever. Obviously, that's not the way that works. And so we have to recenter. It can be a process, right? Just like if you want to get in shape, if you want to get financially fit, if you want to get better grades, you don't just one day say, you know what, I'm a C average student, but I've decided I want straight A's this year. You don't just show up to school and start getting straight A's, right? It takes time. You have to learn how to study. You have to, if you are partway through a semester, you have to start to sway that balance of your grades going in, right? All your bad grades are going to hold you back for a little bit. And so sometimes we go, oh, I tried that God thing for like 2 days or a week or, and it didn't work. And it's like you have not, the Bible talks about renewing your mind. You have not done that yet. Reading your Bible for 1 or 2 days and then saying it doesn't work doesn't counteract the worldly living that you've been doing. And so this idea of, she's running from thing to thing, and I feel like that's a representation of so many times us as Christians just running from thing to thing to thing, and our priorities are in the wrong place and we're not putting God first. I want to go into some scriptures here. So 2 Corinthians 5:17 says, therefore, if anyone is in Christ, he is a new creation. We're going to come back to that, new creation. The old has passed away. Behold, the new has come. This kind of goes to that whole thing I said about like how this idea of like, I have to be, me first, center myself. I have to make sure I'm okay. This goes directly against that, right? So first we say, if anyone's in Christ, so if you're a Christian, right? So now we're about ready to say, if you're a Christian, this is how your life should be. And if if you say I'm a Christian and these things don't apply to you, then there's something wrong, right? So we have to constantly be reading the Bible and realigning to that, not fitting the Bible into what we do and how we live. So if you're a new creation, so it says if you're in Christ, so if you're a Christian, you're a new creation. So first off, knock it off. Knock off all of this. I'm this. Like, yes, there's medical conditions, there's things like that, right? We can't be ignorant. We're not like Pentecostal snake handlers. So if you are like diagnosed with, bipolar or like multiple personalities or something like that, there are certain chemical imbalances that we have to deal with. But so much of this stuff are in our problems, like anxiety disorders. And again, there's real and legit. And then there's just, we are not renewing our mind. It's just like a computer, right? That goes for too long and it starts to crash. We're basically crashing because we're not doing what the Bible says. We're not renewing our mind. We're not doing the things we need to do. It says we are a new creation. But yet we're walking around the whole time saying, I'm so stressed out. I'm so whatever. I'm not a new creation. I'm this. And it's like, okay, calm down. What does the Bible say? We are a new creation. We are in Christ. So very first thing is we can just give this stuff. We can solve so many issues right now. So many problems, right? Stress, anxiety, whether it be sleeping disorders from stress, whether it be eating disorders from stress, whether it be all these things, right? Give it to God. And that's easy to say, but it can be hard to do. And so many of these problems comes with the fact that we have taken all these things from out of God's control, and we're trying to do them. We're trying to control them. And we are stressed out because we're not supposed to live that way. We are supposed to give it to God. And it's incredibly hard. I can tell you 2 different times in my life I've sat there, once in the 2008, whole recession thing, 2 different times I've sat there without a job, praying, God, open up a job. I need a job. Open up something. And giving it to God and then taking it back. And then giving it to God and then taking it back. And this idea of like, once you give it to God, if you've truly given it to Him, you should have a peace. So if you say, I'm giving this situation to God and you're still stressed out about it, 1, nope, you just took it back. Or 2, where's my hand? 2, if you say you've given it to God, but then you're still trying to work it out, no, that's not giving to God. Now, there's a difference between, okay, I've given over this area to God, I'm surrendering this, let's say health. So now I have to, okay, yes, you don't just sit back and wait for God to miraculously make you healthy. You get healthy, but and same thing with like your finances. Like you don't just say, okay, God's going to start blessing with money. You'd have to start working that stuff out. But at the same time, there's a difference between I'm going to be a good steward of my health or my finances or my relationships, and I'm still trying to fix this. So if you have a peace about it, you have a peace. You can relax, right? Not constantly worrying, how am I going to fix this? Let's just use a relationship example. If you've given that to God, and you have a peace about it, you're not still constantly trying to fix that thing and manipulate and this or that. You're like, you know what? I'm going to relax. I'm going to let God deal with it. I'm going to do what I need to do. I'm not going to just be, that's the other side. We go too far where we just try to like magic genie everything with God, right? There's that balance. So that's the first thing right there. And then here we go. The old has passed away. Stop bringing back your old nature, right? You become a Christian, that stuff dies. We're supposed to be dead to sin. We keep pulling that stuff back up, right? So we're supposed to, the old has passed away. Behold, the new has come. We have a new nature. We're supposed to grow in righteousness and holiness, right? So you should be having a change. If you're a Christian, you should be better off this school year than you were last school year. Or, if you're not in school, if you're working or whatever, a year ago or even 3 months ago, we should be growing. You shouldn't be the same person, and you shouldn't be necessarily dealing with the same problems, or at least not to the same level, because we should be growing. Just like a baby would grow up, and when the baby's like, I just sit here and do nothing. And then a few months later, they're like, I can turn over. And then a few months later, they're like, I can scoot. And then it's like, I can crawl. And then it's like, I can kind of toddle around. And then it's like, hey, I can walk. And then, like they get older, they're maturing. You should be having that same kind of growth and maturity, right? See if I want to go through. I have some other verses here, but we're kind of wrapping up here on time. So here's one I want to go in. This is another thing. This is kind of a hodgepodge one today, but this idea I think is going to help some of you guys. Some of your issues is, you're going to school and you're living this covert double agent life, right? Like you're trying to go to school and you're trying to fit in and you're trying to be a Christian. And now you shouldn't go in and just be this weirdo or whatever, but you're going to have to, at some point, you're either going to just completely backslide and at one point go, am I even a Christian at this point? Like I'm not doing, I say I'm a Christian, but I don't look like a Christian. I don't do any of the things a Christian does. And you're going to have that conversation with yourself. Or you're going to have to let go of this idea of how others perceive you, right? This idea of like, well, I still have to fit in. I still have to be normal. And to, yes, to some extent, you don't want to be that crazy street preacher screaming on the side of, the quad at your school or something. But at the same time, we need to not be ashamed of the gospel, right? So Romans 1:16 says, for I am not ashamed of the gospel. Hey, there you go. For it is the power of God for salvation to everyone who believes, to the Jew first and then the Greek, right? So sometimes I feel like we have this embarrassment or this shame when it comes to it. And when we're at school, it's like, oh, we're told that we just have to kind of keep that quiet. That's not really something. No, that should definitely define you. If you're a Christian, it should definitely define you. There should be times where it gets you in trouble, where you're not able to participate in something, so it's going to make you less popular. You're going to possibly get in trouble because you're going to have a different opinion than what they're teaching you at school. And, generally authority doesn't like to be questioned, especially wicked authority. So if you have at a secular school and they're trying to teach one thing and you disagree with that, you stand up for what you believe. Again, not going out and being a jerk, but like there's legitimately times when you're just not going to be able to go with the flow. That could cause issues there. It's hard, and they're going to pressure you and want you to step down. But are you going to be ashamed of the gospel, or are you going to be able to stand up and just give a testimony? You don't have to win anything. You're not trying to win. You're not trying to beat them in a conversation. You're just all you're supposed to do is give an account for what you believe. So you don't have to beat your teacher or beat your friends in a debate on evolution or any of these things. You're like, oh, I'm just not going to say anything because I don't understand all this stuff. You just have to give an account for what you believe and why you believe. That's it. So what's your testimony? Why do you believe in God? What has God done for you? That's what you're supposed to give. You don't have to go out and be some great Bible scholar. And so, yeah, that's going to wrap that up for that. So just to kind of summarize all of that, if you're a Christian, that should mean something, right? So there's certain things, there's a certain amount of selflessness that's going to come involved in that. So we talked about this whole concept of me first, I got to make sure I'm okay. Yes, there's a balance, right? But I think we've lost sight of the fact of like people like, oh, I don't want to be taken advantage of, or I needed this. Jesus was taken advantage of. Jesus was mocked. Jesus was hated. Jesus was made fun of. Jesus was accused of things he never said or did, Jesus was arrested, he was beaten, he was tortured, he was murdered, right? Like, so, and he's supposed to be our example. And so sometimes like we're like, well, I just want to make sure I have, the appropriate boundaries, and I have to check me first. And I know I'm really coming hard against this, but to me, it seems like it's a disease in the Christian world right now that we have to be really careful of. Brandy's been listening in the mornings to Francis Chan and his wife, and she was talking about this idea of like not wanting to be taken advantage of. And it dawned on her, it may have been him, I think it was her. It dawned on her, she's like, wait, Jesus never said I should make sure I'm not taken advantage of. In fact, Jesus was taken advantage of. So I need to expect that that's going to happen. And then it brings to mind verses about how, like, if someone wants you to if it calls you to walk 1 mile, go 2. If they want your tunic, that whole thing, right? This idea of like, if someone's trying to take advantage of us, be overly kind. Now, again, there are boundaries. There are you have to use wisdom in this kind of stuff. You can't just go, well, Pastor Jared said that I should just go around and let everyone take advantage of me. That's not what I'm saying. But at the end of the day, if someone's taking advantage of you, that could turn into, rather than you fighting I'm going to fight for my rights and I'm going to make sure me first and I'm okay. Like, sometimes we can use that being taken advantage of as an in for the gospel. And so if we're looking for ways to be used to further the kingdom, it's going to change the thing. So I can't tell you how many times I've been frustrated at someone because, they're doing something wrong. And now it's so easy nowadays because it's like they're walking down the wrong way in the aisle. They don't have their mask on and I do. And I don't want to wear a mask, but I am because it's what we're doing. And they don't have a mask on. So if I'm going to wear a mask, then I want you to wear a mask or, oh, look, I'm wearing a mask. They have their mask under their nose. Like, does that even count? Like, what is wrong with it? Like, all these things or just driving. That's a big one for me. Or dealing with customer service and you're getting frustrated, or you're dealing with a teacher or a counselor or another friend, and it's like we want to get so us focused, and then it's like all of a sudden the thought crosses your mind, okay, now try to witness this person. Can you even do it now by the way you've been treating them? And that's convicting me, like, I've been such a jerk, so that way I make sure I'm not being taken advantage of and I'm getting what I deserve, which, if we want to go into, that's a whole nother story. We're blessed to not get what we deserve. Christ died so we don't get what we deserve, because we all deserve hell, right? Cody, are you with me? Can I get an amen? We deserve hell and eternal damnation. Like, we're sinful. We're sinners. So stop trying to demand you get what you deserve, because you don't want what you deserve. Trust me, Christian. You do not want what you deserve. Christ went to the cross so you don't get what you deserve. Stop fighting for that. But this whole idea of like, I'm going to make sure I get mine and I'm not taken advantage of, then all of a sudden, like, I've had that thought of like, okay, cool, Jared. This is probably the Holy Spirit. All right, good job. You won. Now turn around and try to witness that person. It's like, well, I can't. Well, why not? Well, because the way I was just acting. Yeah, okay, cool. You won the battle and lost the war. Wouldn't it have been better to have been taken advantage of, but then had an opening and and being at peace with your fellow man and having an opportunity and keeping your witness intact? And it's like, yeah, I guess that would have been better, right? So that was the first thing, is like, let's drop this whole me first. I have to be, and again, I come from the entrepreneur world as well, so I understand this idea of like, you have to be, it's like the whole oxygen mask, like you have to be good first, but that doesn't mean I'm going to forsake everything else to make, that means me first means I'm getting up early to have my devotion time and have my Bible time and spend my time with the Lord. So then when I hit the ground running, then I can give out and then I can serve. Jesus showed this as an example, right? He made sure he was constantly trying to get away to be alone with the Father first, but then he didn't come back and go, okay, guys, hold on. I have to get centered. I have to make sure I'm good. No, he was pouring himself out, right? Pouring himself out every day. That whole me first thing was him getting up at the crack of dawn, or even before the crack of dawn, and getting alone with the Father. So that way, when it did start, numerous times the Bible talked about how he was tired and he just wanted to get away from everyone, but he had compassion for the people and he ministered first. And he did that through the strength of his alone time with the Father. So there was that in summary. The second thing I think we talked about is, I don't remember because I've been talking for too long. So with that, guys, I hope I hope you got something out today. I hope you guys enjoyed this episode of Wordy. Next week, we're going to be jumping into Batman, The Outsiders, or technically it's just The Outsiders, where Batman basically is trying to turn over leadership of the group to Black Lightning, and Black Lightning is just not feeling like he's the right leader for this group, and like that Batman's just trying to dump it on him, and so it's that juxtaposition between like the more accomplished leader and trying to raise up that next leader, and kind of the group dynamics of that, and how that can apply to our lives as Christians and leaders and followers. So with that, guys, are you guys ready to game? Let's get into this. Let's jump in. We're gonna play some Avengers. Now that we've talked about like weird DC girl for a while, let's jump into some Avengers stuff. So hold on a second. I'm gonna switch us over. And you guys like the new little logo there? That's pretty cool. I'm pretty excited about that. I want to just make sure I get us some audio. Here we go. Boom. Let's do this. Oop, wrong button. There we go. It works a lot better when you hit the right buttons. I miss this. I feel like I haven't played this in a long time because I think the last time I streamed I did. I don't know, this has been a couple days. Anytime I don't stream for a couple days, it feels like it's been a couple weeks. Oh, yeah. I have an entire, 30-minute stream of just trying to do this multiplayer with a buddy of mine from California, and it not working. And then us talking about Central Valley, California. He said the load screens are super long for him too, but that's how it's because of the whole multiplayer thing. I still think I'm right. I still think it's because of the whole made for it PS5, but his reason actually makes more sense, and he's probably right. I just like being right. But his is more logical. It feels like it's taken a really long time to, there we go. Alright. Let's go. Okay, where are we? I just did that one mission. Oh, we're about to go find Tony. Hopefully. That'd be cool. Unlock Iron Man. That'd be awesome. If you guys have any questions on anything we talked about in Wordy, feel free to post them and I can answer them. I want to make sure I go to the right level. I don't want to reload. Oops, come back. Pacific Northwest. I think it's this one. No, we already did that. Helicarrier, Utah Badlands. By aim and home. No, we did that one. Helicarrier, we did that. Where's this new one? We did that. Where's, oops. If it's based on the map, it should be like, it was Nevada, right? So it should be like over here. Did it not save it? Because that would be terrible. Oh, I really don't know what I need to do at this point. Are these different? Are these consoles different? I don't think so. There wouldn't really be any point in that. Okay, so Utah Badlands. I wish it said like level 1 or mission 1. Large expensive desert overrun by AIM and home to the Resistance headquarters. The Anthill. Carrier, the hub for rebuilding the Avengers. Okay, so see that we already. Oh yeah, missions. Okay, 2 there. That one there. What does this one say? A large force. See, we did this one. This is where we got Jarvis. So how do I get to this new level where we're gonna go get Tony? Are we gonna really play all over the world? That'd be cool. I hope that it didn't like not save it. Hold on. Hey, do I talk to him? Maybe I have to re-talk to him or something. No. And these are all the same, so this doesn't really do anything. Huh. I don't really want to go to Utah. If it's not. Okay, I'm like super confused. Yeah, finding Tony. Use the war table to start the next mission. Okay, well, I guess it's got to be that Utah one after all. I thought it said... It's got to be the Utah one. It's got to be this one. Reassemble. Wait, why didn't it do it? View region. Oh. Yeah, house call. That's it. Okay. Freaked me out for a second, man. I want to make sure I'm doing the right thing. I didn't put my video down lower. I had a little overlay thing with it and it stopped. I gotta upgrade her. I need to do that. Not right now. I'll do that off thing so you guys don't have to watch me sit there and just upgrade everything, but I do need to go through and do some upgrading.
Check out the fancy drawbridge.
Typical. Subtle Tony. After you.
I should probably follow him. Anyone who has magical powers to magically have their slacks back on.
I can't believe we're about to knock on Tony Stark's door.
Me neither. Looks like the controls are on the other side. You think you can find a way over there?
Oh, that was bad.
I mean,
Not like
I
that.
could break through those rocks, but the green guy isn't the best at talking things out.
Good point.
Okay, what am I doing? Maybe I should figure out what I'm doing before I... Oh, okay. Yeah, I should be able to do that. It's probably that high five one. Oh, no. Okay, I can do that one. I can't ever remember how to do the high five.
Oh,
Yay.
you like this?
No, he likes smashing things, not me.
Why not? It's kind of fun.
Woohoo! How is he gonna get over here? Seriously. He has no chance of getting over here. Or over here. Even...
So, what's the best part of being the Hulk? You gotta like something.
We should really focus on the
they're not.
drawbridge.
I'm
What are you
doing the
gonna do?
drawbridge.
Stand around in silence the whole time?
Yeah, great idea.
Suit yourself.
I really like her. I'm gonna go read some of her comics. If I can ever get that stupid Marvel app to work. Is anyone else having problems with it? I know Jonathan was having
More
problems with it.
No problem.
I just thought he was like, just didn't know how to use it or something. I was like, no, it's working fine for me. But then I canceled it for a while, and then I tried to bring it back, and now I'm having issues. Oh, what? Oh, I'm supposed to have that problem. Oh.
Are you okay?
No.
I'm fine.
Did you not see me just
I
almost
can
die?
see Golden Acres. Kinda.
Great. So, can you jump over and lower the bridge?
Sure thing. You can make that jump. Just a little farther this time.
Okay.
Still waiting on that bridge, Kamala.
Oh, well, that's not how you do that. Is there a trick to this? Got it.
Made it.
Yeah, the trick is not to jump too soon. Go down, Mr. Bridge. There's obviously, there we go. Tony pretty much should know we're here
It's stuck on something.
at this point.
Is it jammed?
Hang on, I think I got it.
Go down! Go down! Stupid bridge. Why am I'm stuck! There we go. What's it jammed on? I don't see anything. Seriously. Am I just supposed to hit those? Oh. Well, that's stupid. Maybe not.
Ta-da! I hereby grant you passage to Sir Stark's fancy castle.
Okay, calm down. Nice job. Sounds like he's up at least.
I like how the
Isn't that one of
audio
his top 5 songs to kick
goes
butt?
back through the left and right. Like when I turn, their voice will go
Hello,
back and forth on
Golden
stereo.
Acres.
Yeah, this place is really dilapidated. He lives in that trailer, really?
This can't be it.
Let's get this over with.
Why does he not live
So
in that
Tony
mansion?
Stark, the Tony Stark lives here?
Here's so. Tony?
Doesn't look like Robert Downey Jr.
Hey, Bruce. Long night? Ooh, long 5 years. At least it's quiet. It was.
Hey,
Oh.
back off!
Hi, I'm sorry. Who are you?
Kamala?
Well, Kamala, your Emeraldite friend here is kind of on my shit list.
Uh-oh. Bad word.
I deserve. Yeah, you're damn right you deserved it. Do the Avengers pose a danger to society? That was the question, Bruce. That was the question. Did you even check the science? Did you check
It was a
the
heist,
science?
Bruce.
No.
We were outsmarted.
The Terrigen reactor was unstable, and you knew that. You knew that, and you still paraded it before the entire world.
So what? We just give up?
We didn't give up, Tony. We failed. At least I can admit that. We failed him.
Uh-oh.
We failed him.
Failed Captain America. Who I'm pretty sure is not dead, because there's no way.
Tony, I don't know how long you're gonna be mad at me, and to be honest with
Forever.
you, I don't really care. Take as long as you want. But the kid isn't human. We did this. And she needs your help. I can't.
You can't what? You're ditching me?
Oh, hey, don't take it personally, kid. No, this is what he does, isn't it? And why don't you take a good look around, huh? I can barely help myself.
This was a mistake.
Now we agree on something.
Uh-oh.
So you're both just gonna walk away? The Avengers were set up. Cap was murdered.
You think I don't know that? Huh? I've replayed that day in my head 1,000 times. The Avengers take the fall despite saving the day, and that bastard Tarleton walks away smelling like a rose. And guess what? Guess what? No one cares. No one cares.
I care.
The world needed someone to blame, and he gave them their scapegoat. So, unless you have some kind of astounding proof, I suggest you both get off my land. What is that?
Proof.
Down some proof. Whoa, that was
This better be good.
an awkward cut.
Kind of buried the lead, you know. Could have told me about that earlier. No. No sitting on my couch. You're still on the list. Where did you get this?
Guessed your password on some resistance blog?
Impressive.
Dude, your password was I am Iron Man.
Really? Huh. Thought I changed that. Son of a bitch.
I know, it's incomplete. There's a whole folder on AIM's server.
No, there's more here.
What?
Yeah, look, it's smart. They encrypted it to look like a corrupt file. Need a few hours, I'll get all the rest. What is this? Who is Tiny Dancer?
Oh no. We gotta get out of here.
What? You know this shameless Elton John fan?
They helped me get out of Jersey. I wouldn't be here if they hadn't warned me about AIM.
Really? Tiny Dancer.
Look, we really should go. Now.
I would have gone with Rocket Man. Okay. I got to get dressed.
You have a suit?
Yeah. Maybe, sort of. We'll see.
Excuse me while I slip into something less comfortable.
I'm getting excited because I'm pretty sure I saw it was gonna be like a more of a like a ghetto, whatever version of a suit,
Oh, that's where I left my boots.
which sounds exciting for him to be like having to. Oh, this is going in the house now. Why doesn't he just live in? Never mind. I can see why he doesn't just live in it.
Ah, of course, Bruce tries to saddle me with a stray fangirl. After all these years, he still can't own up to. No, son of a. Well, looks like Tiny Dancer was telling the truth.
Didn't know AIM was already here. That's a bummer. What does that tell me? How am I already lost? Wait, what?
Gloves are on the table.
Oh, that's what it's telling me. Apparently I need everything literally spelled out for me.
Yes, they found you, Bruce.
Oh. Really need to work on my aim. What? Oh, is that... Why am I holding this?
Yeah, don't judge me, Grandpa. I'm doing my best.
That was it?
Oh, great Nana's flying machine. Still a thing of beauty. Guess it's the same about her.
What else could be in here, though?
Let's get airborne.
Yeah.
More
Yeah,
party
why-
crashers.
Why wouldn't he have this a little more together, or at least in one place?
fellas.
Like, seriously, he just has the armor all around his house? Terrible at aiming and flying him.
times. Gonna need a helmet.
You need a lot more than a helmet, buddy.
Gotta finish suiting up. Ah, great Uncle Rob. War hero.
Okay. Well, that's fascinating.
Okay, it's gotta be around here somewhere.
Oh, shield. I
This
forgot about
handsome
that.
head needs that brain bucket. Come on, Shellhead. Good thing I don't have neighbors. They'd be so pissed off right now.
That's my helmet. Can I change that? I thought it was cool that he had like a
You always love to make an entrance,
metal
Stark.
armor.
How did I do?
I'll give you a 7 out of 10. Good to see you, Georgie boy. You been working out? Build any other billion-dollar companies lately?
Just yours.
Hey! You're gonna pay for that window, Tarleton!
This is your new place? I expected more mirrors.
I got rid of everything that didn't spark joy. Guess what pile you're in?
Turn the girl over, Stark.
And that'll get you off my lawn.
Ow!
Mr. Stark,
I'm joking, kid. Just stay near the nice green man.
Ow!
The girl needs our help.
Well, you know, she seems fine to me.
Inhumans are sick. They need treatment.
Do people actually buy that crap? How's Tarleton controlling these machines?
I don't know. He got powers after the accident. I saw him controlling a robotic spider thing once.
Well, he's leveled up from spiders. Nice moves, kiddo. Paula?
How high can I go? Oh, not that high. Oh, get out of there. I'm terrible at my aim, man. I gotta work on this.
You have looked down on me from the moment we met.
Yeah,
Let
because
me
you're a loser.
introduce you to what I like to call technokinesis.
Catchy. Rolls right off the tongue.
We got air trouble.
Stay close to the hull. Or as close as he'll let you.
No, I got this.
She gonna go big?
Wait! You're not
Go
ready
big.
for...
There she
Or
goes.
maybe you are.
Frankly, I'm surprised to see you and Banner together again.
Well, Brucey and I are seeing someone about our issues. She's great. Short, stretchy, really good at guessing passwords.
Hey, Hulk, I had that. Ow.
Still putting the weak in danger. You never learn.
that why you sent an army to take her down?
Right? It's kind of a compliment, actually.
I like you more every second, kid.
Oh, that was awesome. Ow!
Incoming!
You heard Dr. Banner's testimony, Stark. The Avengers were dangerous. I wasn't the one who ordered you to be disarmed.
All this for me? Aw, you shouldn't have.
Don't flatter yourself. I barely lifted a finger.
So the kid's right? You're mind melding with robots now?
You're choosing sides in a battle you don't fully understand.
I chose my side 5 years ago. You showed up and forced my hand.
Give me the girl, and you and Banner can do whatever you want.
Forget it.
Took the words right out of my mouth.
I'm doing amazing at this. Said no one. I guess there we go. I gotta get better at evading and shooting.
You need to listen to logic and reason.
Why start now?
Uh-oh.
Wait! No! Stuff was in there.
Was. Oh, he's getting worse.
How you feeling?
I've never felt better.
A lot worse.
Your synthetics were useless. If you'd let me deal with the Halcyon Khan earlier, the Archive would still be standing.
Watch your words.
You no longer make the rules. He does.
When I was young, I found an orphaned wolf cub in the forest behind our farm.
What?
Oh boy.
Dad said it was too dangerous. He told me to get rid of it. I fed that cub. I named him. I watched him play with my beloved dog, Darwin.
You're wasting my time.
I felt if I could instill rules, the proper boundaries,
Ooh, he's turning
I
into
could
MODOK.
harness the raw power of that beast.
Have you done rambling?
A few months later, while hunting, the adolescent cub turned on me, snarling, frothing at the mouth. Darwin bought me a few precious moments to call for help. My dad shot the wolf, but it was too late. Darwin had been torn to pieces.
We need him.
I'm sorry. I don't know what came over me. Leave. Please.
Interesting. The objective. Head for the main hangar to check out the interior course. I hope that I get a little bit better armor than this.
Jarvis!
It's not
You
great.
haven't aged a day.
Welcome back, Mr. Stark.
Missed you, buddy. You flying free?
In full working order.
Give me the worst of it.
The Chimera is running
Got a
on
haircut.
secondary power. Major hull damage is also detected. Engines are offline. Climate...
So it's bad.
That is an accurate assessment.
Okay, we gotta get this bird airborne.
Excuse me?
AIM knows it's here. So it needs to not be here when they get here.
What?
All right. While
I
we
like
work
this
on
long hair
cleanup,
better.
you mind taking a look at something for me?
Certainly, sir.
See what you can do about decrypting this file.
At once.
Oh, look how
Gotta see why the
terrible he
turbines
looks.
won't activate. Better check out the initiator cores in the hangar.
I have no clue how to walk around this ship, so definitely using stuff.
Do I want to know what's going on here?
Hey, Tony. Just lending my, technical knowledge to Bruce here.
Well, I can see I have my work cut out for me.
Not helping, Tony. I'm Phil Sheldon reporting live from...
Wait, wasn't this working before?
Okay, Jarvis. Time me.
1.04 seconds, sir.
Huh. Guess I'm a bit rusty.
Jarvis, pop question. Where do we keep the spark plugs?
The initiator cores can be found in the far corner of the lower deck, sir.
Correctamundo.
Do I win a prize now, sir?
You win the biggest prize of all, my affection.
How exciting.
Jarvis has a sense of humor.
Oh yeah, that looks perfectly up to safety standards.
Okay, we'll come back to that. First, I want to grab this thing over here. The Iron Man is a little bit, definitely a different take from Robert Downey Jr. I'm not sure how I feel
found
about
the
him.
problem.
I like
I
Bruce.
just-
He makes a better, I think, than like Mark Ruffalo made a little too
Definitely the initiator cores.
heroic and not geeky
Wait,
enough.
don't the bigger aimbots use similar cores? If we could get a hold of one, I could get
Serious?
this old bird in the air in no time.
Indeed, sir. But someone would need to procure said initiator cores.
Yeah, I barely have a suit. Maybe I could cobble something together.
I'll search inventory for leftover pieces of armor.
Thanks, buddy.
Hey, Tony, I'm still working on the door, but can you check on Kamala? I think she may have turned off her comms.
Oh, okay. Sure.
Yeah, this whole thing, it's probably a tough adjustment.
You got it.
I know this isn't where I need to go. I just want to see the view. That's pretty cool. You'd think I'd have... Oh, this is this room. You'd think I'd have the layout of this memorized by now, but I don't. I'm terrible at directions. I used to get lost in the mall. Did I just come this way? Wait, that's why I just was... That's why this takes you so long. I just walk around forever in circles. Okay, so there's gotta be another door, right? Okay, so this... Where's her room? Oh, I gotta go back up to the other level. That's right. Yeah.
Second floor of the old crew quarters, right? Jarvis, can you see if she's even up there?
Sir, there are no surveillance systems in the private quarters.
Whose terrible hippie idea was that?
Yours, sir.
Right. Well, guess I'm about to barge into a teenager's room. You.
Whoa.
Hey!
Sorry.
You should have knocked.
I was trying. I was knocking fist. Jarvis, help me out here.
It appears the locking mechanisms on some of the Chimera's crew quarters have not been enabled.
There you have it. I will fix that.
Please do.
I'm gonna meet up on the command deck about 10 minutes. You should come.
I know, I look ridiculous.
Yeah, of course you do.
Man.
No. We all do. It's part of the job. Have you seen Thor's outfit? Flowing robe, Vegas shoulder pads. I mean, pretty ridiculous. I am digging this.
Oh, it's a burkini. My mom bought it for me. Muslim ladies like to wear it for sports and stuff.
It's great.
All right, I'm just gonna change.
Hey, wait. The outfit is all about attitude. You gotta wear it like you mean it. Show me what you got. Come on, you can do better than that.
I actually liked what she was wearing before. So this
Yeah,
like
now we're talking.
half costume,
All right.
I don't like as much.
You know what? Maybe I can help you with some upgrades for that. Gear's
Yeah.
already spinning.
Yeah. do
Really?
that.
Yeah. Oh, and if Bruce says anything, just remind him that all he wears are super stretchy shorts.
Rose the kid's fine. She's tough. Kind of like her. And she laughs at my jokes.
Yeah, she grows on you. Hey, meet me at the tech lab. I've almost got this door fixed.
Sir, in case you were wondering, your old room is still intact.
I wasn't wondering, but I probably should have been. It's just... Oh, not here. Where is he? He's not here. What do you guys think of, like, Tony being in such disrepair? Like, barely a suit of armor. Everything's just, you know, his company's gone. His money's gone. It's kind of weird. But makes it interesting, like, oh, these are chairs. And then you can look at that view. That's cool. I gotta figure out where I'm supposed to go find him. Here, I guess. It did just light up, right? That was weird. I swear there was one of those light things there. Oh, my room. Why did I have my own room on this shield helicarrier?
This place is a mess.
Just as you left it.
You know, when I was living on the ranch, it took me years to stop asking you out loud for things. Jarvis, start the coffee pot. Jarvis, empty the sewage tank. Jarvis, where are my socks?
I'm pleased to see that you survived without me, sir.
Ah, feels good to be back. Jarvis, any chance you can read all these memos for me? Oh, don't pull that regularly scheduled maintenance crap. I know you can hear me.
I found a comic.
Sure glad I kept a spare here.
Pretty good view from this room. This room's kind of tiny. Here's a bathroom. Yeah, still no clue where I'm going. I think I came that way. There we go. There he is.
You're still working on this door, huh?
Well, I just need to remove the entire junction box and reconnect the...
Ah! Great job, buddy. See? Wasn't so hard. This Place is starting to really come to life again, eh?
You fishing for a compliment?
No, never. Just making an observation.
Fine. Thanks for helping to fix things up, Tony.
See? That wasn't so hard, was it? Home sweet home.
What's this room?
All right, if we're gonna get anywhere, we'll need to establish an alternate power source. Chimera was built for Terrigen, but I can convert it to run on something a little less explodey.
I'm scanning the region for sources, but it'll take some time to identify potential initiator core heat signatures.
Well, in the meantime, I need a new suit. Where can I find parts to repair the fabrication unit?
I've located a good salvage spot and have sent the coordinates to the war table. When you're ready.
War table, got it. Fix
Really?
the fabrication unit, get a shiny new suit, and get this bird off the ground.
I was just there. All right, let's go back. Well, actually, let's explore this room a little bit. I love these views, man. Makes me want to like actually be on this ship. That'd be kind of terrifying, though. Look at that. Ooh. What time is it? Oh, it's only 11. Cool. I'm gonna play for a while. What is this? Well, it's not the way I need to go, but what is this? Oh wait, maybe this is the way I need to go. I have no clue what I'm doing.
Yeah, no. Not ready to crack open that project yet.
Okay, interesting. Interesting. I need to go back to the war table. Let's do it. Let's get out of here. Go to the war table. A shield. I mean, that's Fury's picture. Oopsie. Went the wrong way. Get used to just watching me run around this place like an idiot, because I have some serious directional issues. But it helps me to find all these little things.
Ah, the old commissary.
Yeah, that was totally worth it. Which way do I go? This way. Back over here. There we go. Wait, I thought it was gonna give me things about my suit. Is there an actual... Oh, I have to like go and find? Dang, that's like... I've only got 14% of this campaign done. I'm gonna be playing this game for the rest of the year if I don't hurry up. Okay, I'm a little confused because it said come to the war table. But I'm supposed to be looking for armor pieces. Is there a new mission here for me? I don't think so. No, I guess it is. Armor chase. Well, here we go, ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls. Loading.
All right, first
Whoa.
up.
Yeah,
No
armor.
way I'm going to be any help fixing up the Chimera without my own upgrade. Jarvis, what do you got for me?
AIM is moving an experimental dropship, which could be appropriated for parts to repair the fabrication machine. Unfortunately, it's extremely well guarded.
But AIM's local defenses are designed around a large-scale air assault. If I fly in alone, using the canyon for cover, I should be able to slip through and jack the dropship.
It's risky, but I don't see an alternative at this point.
See, I feel like it should have actually had me level up his armor. So like I should have started off with the same thing
location to your HUD.
from the last level,
The canyon
and I should
walls
have
prevent me from fully confirming the
had to
intel.
get like more
I
pieces.
suggest you work quickly.
Well, I'm not exactly rocking a state-of-the-art suit, but it should get me there in one piece. 2, max.
Like, where'd this all come from? I didn't have this on last
We need to
level.
move fast. Updating your HUD. AIM appears aware of our intrusion.
How about we call this a surprise visit? Intrusion makes it sound like we're the bad guys.
Noted, sir. Acquisition trip it is. I'm not sure how long our quarry will remain at its location.
I hear you. We should hurry.
Not really know what I'm doing, but this is fun.
How much firepower does AIM have down here?
Rather a lot, it would seem.
And how much was built with tech they stole from Stark Industries after A-Day?
It's impossible to say at this stage. Possibly rather a lot.
Karma is not my friend.
The metaphorical clock is ticking, sir.
Yeah, well, I don't know what I'm
but
doing.
We need to get the Chimera airborne before AIM finds her, and I need a proper suit.
Thanks.
You know, I wouldn't... The suit's doing great.
Isn't calling it a suit rather generous?
Ah, that's funny. Make the AI sassy, I said. It'll be fun, I said.
Ow! I'm dead. I'm dead because I have no clue what I'm doing. I just Tony is my favorite character, but not for playing. He's not great at him, and it just feels out of control all the time.
We need to move fast. Updating your HUD.
Oh, I only
AIM
have
appears aware of
like
our
3
intrusion.
minutes.
How about we call this a surprise visit? Intrusion makes it sound like we're the bad guys.
Noted, sir. Acquisition trip it is. I'm not sure how long our quarry will remain at its location.
I hear you. We should hurry.
Wait, where'd it go?
How much firepower does AIM have down here? And how much was built with tech they stole from Stark Industries after A-Day?
It's impossible to say at this stage. Possibly rather a lot.
Karma is not my friend.
There we go, barrel roll.
clock is ticking, sir.
I know, buddy. We need to get the Chimera airborne before AIM finds her, and the suit's doing great.
Isn't calling it a suit rather generous?
Ah, that's funny. Make the AI sassy, I said. It'll be fun, I said.
That elevator goes to the landing pad we need.
Gotcha. Look at all this. Which nation state is AIM planning to go to war with?
Those munitions also appear similar to your designs.
Makes the guy sort of want to blow them up.
Oh. And I'm dead. Don't make me do all that other stuff again. Don't make me do it all again. Let me just start from where I was. From where I landed. Yay.
That elevator goes to the landing pad we need.
Gotcha. Look at all this. Which nation state is AIM planning to go to war with?
Those munitions also appear similar to your designs.
Makes the guy sort of want to blow them up.
Am I supposed to fight these guys? Because there's a lot of them. Ow. Ah, what are you doing to me?
Access the elevator.
Leveled up to level 3. I thought I was using the elevator. I let go too soon.
Let's get the dropship and get gone, before AIM brings the big guns, literally.
I quite agree, sir. It's safe to say Dr. Tarleton would relish the chance to dance on your grave.
Thanks, Jarvis. Now I'm stuck with a mental image of George doing the robot on my headstone.
Apologies, sir. If I'm correct, the dropship should be just up ahead.
Well, this place looks homey.
I find this amount of stored weaponry somewhat...
Where the hell is my dropship?
Scanning. The dropship was moved to a more secure location ahead.
Of course.
We can't get there before it takes off.
We can if we overcharge the suit by 300% and take the direct route.
Sir, you might literally explode, and that canyon is treacherous.
Sure, but I feel the need for speed.
I'm not good at
Do it,
flying.
Goose, and play something fast. Whoa!
Your suit won't last forever.
This suit's all I've got left after George burned Golden Acres to the ground. I'm not losing it. The gloves are making weird noises.
Unsurprising. You just lost an acoustic dampening circuit.
Where do I go?
All systems are red.
You don't say. I think my elbows are on fire.
Keep going, sir.
Jarvis, this is my shot to make up for A-Day, help the kid, and, if I'm honest, stick it to Georgie boy. You're damn right I'll keep going.
He swears a lot.
Watch
compared
out.
to the other
The
characters.
artillery's targeting you. Incoming.
On it!
The dropship shielded.
Use all the juice left in the suit to get an EMP burst ready for me to trigger. Made it. Jarvis.
Yes, sir. I've scanned the dropship and it contains the needed parts to repair the Chimera's fabrication machine.
Excellent. Let's check in on the kids and head home.
I guess that was easy enough.
Bruce, Kamala, you read me?
Loud and clear. Bruce is in the harm room pretending to be,
I don't even want to know.
So, any luck out there?
Success. We'll all be in new threads soon. The fabrication machine should be back online in no time.
Great. Can't wait to make Bruce a new pair of yoga pants.
Traveling to destination. So how was your guys' Sunday? Did you guys go to church today or the lake? Or did you sleep? I went to church and slept. Came home, took a long nap. Which is my favorite, to take naps on Sunday. I just choked on that. That's not good.
Well, that was fun. Gotta say, it's nice to be back in the saddle.
Yes, sir. You haven't missed a beat.
Ah, glad to see that flattery upgrade kicked in. Now, let's take a peek at our loot. Ah, we hit the jackpot, buddy. This is exactly what I need to fix the fabrication machine.
Glad to hear it. Especially as your current suit is now, how would you put it? Kaput.
Hey, did the job, right? I thought this tech looked familiar. These are all based on my designs.
Some are near exact.
They're sure taking advantage of the Stark tech acquisition. I was kind of hoping they'd just sit on the assets.
Utah residents.
What is that?
Utah residents, did you feel an earthquake this morning? The United States Geological Survey measured a 4.1 quake just to the west of the Escalante Desert. Advanced Idea Mechanics, who has a factory near the earthquake's epicenter, reported no injuries or property damage. They dismissed persistent online reports that they were testing experimental explosives.
Patterns, various activities, award patterns. Patterns can be deciphered by the fabrication machine aboard the helicarrier and used to fabricate outfits which change the appearance of heroes. Cool. That sounds pretty cool. Not one option, so there's iconic armor. How many different armors can I do? Yeah. I want a War Machine armor. Or an Iron Patriot armor.
All right. That is more like it. Don't it look amazing, Jarvis? Take my picture.
Well done, sir.
New heroes, yay! Assault and ultimate heroic abilities are now unlocked. Whoa, what is that thing? That looks like the Hulkbuster armor. I want the Hulkbuster armor. Use that thing to navigate the skills menu. Okay, blah, blah, blah. I want Hulkbuster armor.
I'm feeling like my old self.
Along with the fabrication machine, I've managed to route power to various other areas, including the inventory vault. I'm detecting some old equipment in your vault, sir. Should I incinerate it?
What? No. That's not trash, Jarvis. It's my stuff. I'll go take a look.
As you wish.
Oh, look. This is new. Huh. Alright, now I gotta go back to my room and clean out some stuff. Why? I don't know. It's a science lab.
The big guy's looking a little peaked. Something going on with him?
It's complicated.
I can whistle and do multivariable integrals in my head at the same time, man. Try me.
Long story short, Cap's death really affected Hulk.
Wait, are you saying the big guy is depressed?
Unstable, confused, not as focused.
Okay, let's keep an eye on that situation.
Interesting. Oh, there she is.
Still can't believe they found this thing. Miss you, buddy. How do I look, kid? Presentable? No. Charming?
You cleaned up nice. Smell a lot better, too.
Ouch. Was hoping for a better first impression.
Oh, no, it was pretty good. You earned a lot of points with that scrappy suit stunt.
Wait, you liked me the first time we met? What does it take to get on your bad side?
Well, Tarleton and Monica tried to kidnap me. Hulk chased me through the Chimera, and... Bruce took my blood while I was unconscious.
Okay, important life lesson. Write this down. Hang out with people who have low expectations.
Very funny, you two.
Where's my room? Oh, here. Oh, that's her room. Go in there. Wait, where's my stuff to clean out? Was it not in my room? Was it in a different room? I have to clean out? Let's see where I'm supposed to go. Inventory locker stores excessive gear and artifacts. Any items, these types are uncollected during a mission or awarded when an inventory slot is full. Automatically sent to the inventory locker. Safekeeping up to 300 items can be held in the inventory locker at any one time. Okay. Yep, wrong button.
See? Not trash.
Indeed. I'm sure you'll use this to store many more treasures. Sir, representatives from our friends at S.H.I.E.L.D. are now aboard the Chimera. Agent Morales is in the command nest. She may be able to help with the parts needed for the ship.
Great. Look forward to meeting her.
Alright. Bringing gear items with come with predetermined attributes. Attributes increase the strength of certain combat abilities and can significantly alter the effectiveness of gear, perks, and skills. Customize which attributes, blah blah. Strongest hero change. Okay. So we have Stark, Pam, Shield, and does that say hammer? That's hilarious. That's what I have in here right now, huh? So what, this is just a store and get rid of gear? Interesting. So it's gonna be the same? Yep. Talk to Agent Morales. Miles Morales? Just kidding. Where are they?
We could really use your help.
Hey there. I was told S.H.I.E.L.D. was in the house.
I'm Agent Alessandra Morales. I'll be your point of contact for S.H.I.E.L.D. day to day. If you ever have any spare cycles, come see me. There's plenty that needs doing.
Very nice to meet you, Morales. I need to find some parts to get this old girl in the air. Maybe I can kill two birds with one stone? Help out my old S.H.I.E.L.D. pals while I'm at it?
I'm short-handed as it is. Someone like you helping out would be amazing.
Okay. Faction assignments, tasks that faction experience earning and the faction experience can increase faction rank, which grants awards and unlock. Okay, well, whatever. Oh, daily missions. Okay.
Thank you. Great. You'll help? Seriously? This is really going to make a difference. I knew we could count on you.
Did I just say I'll do all those things?
Great job. You have no idea how much this helps.
Sir, a new S.H.I.E.L.D. representative has joined us and is now stationed in the Commons area.
Here's what we need. Think you can handle it?
I don't have a clue what the commons area is. Guess I know what the commons
Want a new
area is
look?
now.
I can help. See what 3 hours of sleep does to a person? You get all these looks.
Cosmetic vendors sell items that allow visual customization of heroes and use interface exchange for use. Browse the cosmetic. Okay. Alright, well, I don't have enough for anything. So, we'll come back to that.
Not to your taste? I'll work on it.
Agent Levine is on the hangar deck. If you have a moment, he can likely assist in further upgrades of your equipment.
So all of a sudden there's all these shield agents crawling around. Oh, because they were trying to come here, but the Hulk would chase them off. Got it. That's not a problem anymore. Just a lot of running around for like no point. Like, why do they have to just make me run around
Hello
so
there.
much?
Hey, come on over. Gath Levine lives to serve.
Alright, select ability. Purchase better gear for the faction vendors. Whew. Complete assignment missions and mission chains for a faction to increase faction rank. Alright. I don't understand most of what's happening, so.
Better luck next time, huh? Yep.
Sir, my heat signature's scans have detected 2 potential sources of initiator cores.
Potential. Why potential?
Unfortunately, due to AIM security systems, determining the actual source of the heat signatures at this range is impossible.
Ugh, another word I don't like. Okay, then we double our chances. Bruce, Kamala, meet me at the war table.
I'm over here if you need.
We're on our way.
This is the best day of my life. I'll work harder to have something you'll want next time.
This is just the harm room. I don't need the harm room. This is just a rip off of the danger room. That's right, I gotta go back up. Nope, no talking. just go to the war road table. Okay. I think that's probably where I'm supposed to go. Which one? Against aim. Alright, well, let's start with this one.
All right, guys, we've got work to do.
Nice suit.
Touché.
How can we help?
Jarvis has found a couple heat signatures that might be concentrations of initiator cores, but they're in completely separate locations. Since time is of the essence, we're going to need to hit both locations simultaneously. Bruce, you and Kamala need to search the outskirts of the Badlands while I investigate a city on the eastern seaboard. Hopefully one of these spots yield us those initiator cores.
You got it.
Alright, let's do this. And then I'm going to bed. Whew.
Jarvis, how much longer?
Approaching the location shortly, sir.
Great. We've got to find those initiator cores and get back to fixing. It's only a matter of time before AIM pinpoints the Chimera's location, and we need our base of operations up and running. Oh, I look so good in this suit.
Dashing, sir.
You are right.
Alright, we'll just sit here and wait for this level to load.
Whoa, 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 whoa. Where is everyone?
Seems AIM has evacuated the city due to heavy inhuman activity.
Sounds like an excuse to experiment on dangerous technology. Maybe your heat signature hunch was right. A giant stash of initiator cores could power their experiments.
The facility is heavily guarded. Expect resistance upon your arrival.
You mean they won't be happy to see me? Shocking. This place is a ghost town. Jarvis, how far is the facility?
A few meters up ahead, sir.
Hover scout platforms. Is there anything AIM didn't steal from me?
Look for a chest with gear nearby. There is a chest with gear close by.
Ow. Where's this chest of gear?
There is a special enemy unit close to your location. They may drop something useful if defeated.
Where is this enemy unit?
Get me in range of their pop-up access junction for long enough and I'll get us in. Keep AIM's units out of range or the hack may be disrupted. There is a chest with special resources close to your location.
So this is basically like the ice level.
I'm making progress. Stay in range of the junction and keep aim away. I'm through the first firewall.
Boy.
I'm nearly there.
Oh, get up. Ah. Oh boy. Well, I'll try this one more time. If I don't make it, either way, I'm gonna head off to bed because I gotta get up early in the morning.
Get me in range of their pop-up access junction for long enough and I'll get us in. Keep AIM's units out of range or the hack may be disrupted. I'm making progress. Stay in range of the junction and keep AIM away. I'm through the first firewall. I'm nearly there.
I'm in some trouble here.
Oh my goodness. That was so aggressive. All right. All right, guys, I think I'm going to call it a night. I clearly need some practice on that, or just to come back a little more fresh, but I'm not so tired. So I hope you guys. I'm gonna switch this over real quick. All right. All right. Well, I hope you guys have enjoyed. Let's close this out. I hope you guys have enjoyed tonight. Like I said, we'll try to make this a regular Sunday night. We'll spend 4 hours or so together on these live streams, and yeah, I hope you guys liked Wordy. It was a lot of fun to bring it back. If you have any recommendations for comics or topics to go along with it, I'd love to hear them. This week's gonna be, remember, tomorrow morning 9:15 we'll have the soap show, and we'll be doing that throughout the week, Monday through Thursday. And then, yeah, Thursday night, I'll hang out with you guys after youth for a little bit for some casual gaming. And then next Sunday, we'll be back here for Geek Church Live featuring Wordy. And it's going to be a lot of fun. So thanks, guys. Have a great week. See you tomorrow morning for the soap show. Peace.